It's time to kick off season 10 of Jared and Al Watch with a little bit of farming.
Yeah, we are going to be doing farming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Poorly, but still trying, I guess.
I think when we were playing Farming Simulator, we were doing better than what we saw in this episode.
Absolutely, yes. We actually had like crops growing.
I mean, hey,
Eh,
you got to get there. You got to till the field first, and then you plant the crops, of course.
right. Well, we also didn't like crash any of the tractors until like way later in the farming and that did not happen
True.
here.
True. Not wrong. Anyways, hello. Welcome to this week's episode of Jared and Al Watch Dragon Ball Super.
It's finally happening.
It is finally happening. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Allen, Lady
Hello.
We are watching episode number 1. It's called A Peacetime Reward. Who gets the 100 million zenny?
It's monies.
Gotta get that money. It's a
Money,
lot of
money,
money.
money. It is a lot of money.
Someone doesn't understand how much money is.
Nope.
Which makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this, of course, if you don't know what Dragon Ball Super is, it is basically takes place a few years after the events of the Buu Saga and Dragon Ball Z. This also effectively makes Dragon Ball GT non-canon as well. And then, of course, the very end of Z is still the epilogue, which will take place after the events of Super eventually, I guess, when we get there. But yes, we are post Z, and we get a little bit of a recap of the final events of the Buu Saga here, where they're like, hey, Kid Buu got killed. They did a big old spirit bomb. Goku
People
did
thought
it.
Mr. Satan got
Yes.
the credit.
Yeah. Everything's all hunky-dory. Peace has returned to the Earth.
Yay!
And now I believe this is like 4 years after that happened, and everyone's just doing stuff. Or maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Some time has passed. Let's just say that much. Goku's out being a farmer.
He's being a farmer.
He's
pulling
tilling the
up
field.
stumps.
He's gotta work. They need money. Chi-Chi's
Yeah.
like, yo, you gotta go
Get a job.
get a job and get us some money. Support us. There's no planetary threats coming, so go be a farmer.
Go home and be a family man.
Go home and be a family man. Goku's like, dude, I don't know how to work. All
How
I've
do
done since I've been a kid is fight. I don't have an education.
Money.
So he's doing that. Goten goes to bring him lunch, and then he's just like, hey, Goten, go drive the tractor for me while I eat.
Just
As
have
you
your
do.
small child driving tractors.
To be fair, it did look like Goten was at least kind of doing it competently, even though he
No.
was swerving at some points, just like looking back at his dad after he ate all that food and turned Super Saiyan and started trading, and he's like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
He's like, what's happening? And then he started, the swerving. But he was going in a straight line for a while.
And then he drives off a cliff.
Yep.
And Goku has to save him and be like, dude, what are you doing? You gotta keep your eyes on the road. Goten's like, what do you want me to do? Come on.
Like, that kid can barely even see over the steering wheel. Like, come on.
Yeah, Goku
I
basically
say
is...
as someone who can barely see over the steering
Yes,
wheel.
you're not wrong. Goku's doing this job to get money, so eventually he can go and train at King Kai's planet. That's all he really wants to do, and he's also training on the side at this field, and Goten's like, yeah, I don't think you're really doing this very sneakily. There's a lot of holes everywhere. This field's a mess. And Goku's like, we go to a distant planet where we meet Lord Beerus.
He's a cat.
He's a cat. He's going to be a prominent character here in the Dragon Ball Super. He's with his assistant Whis.
What's his name?
Whis, I think.
Whis?
We'll get it. We'll hear it at some point here later. Also, I guess if you don't know, the first 2 arcs of Super are basically the 2 movies they did in the mid 2010s before they did Super.
Oh, okay.
So this is the God of Destruction movie arc, and then the second one will be what's it called? It's the Frieza film, Resurrection F. So those will be the 2 first big arcs of Super. just retellings of those movies, and then they'll get into more original stuff. So that's kind of the stuff I've seen of this show. I haven't delved into like the newer stuff that they did with Super. So once we get out of the movie stuff, I'll be in the same boat as you, Al.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Beerus is getting a bunch of food made by this planet's people. He has like a dessert drink and he drinks it. He's like, this is fine, but it's greasy, so I'm gonna blow up half your planet. And then he does
Wild.
so. And then they're off to go to another planet.
His assistant's like, that was a little extreme for you calling something tasty.
He's like,
He's
hey,
like, eh,
grease is bad for you.
yeah, grease is yucky.
We head back to Earth where Mr. Satan is having a press conference at the Satan House in Satan City.
Yep.
Where he gets the World Peace Award for, being the protector of Earth and the universe and everything else. And he's like, we haven't had any invasions from aliens and everything's fine. They must have heard about my strength out in the universe. And then Majin Buu comes in and he's like, Boo hungry.
Boo hungry.
Everyone's like, whoa, this guy's just talking back to Mr. Satan. What the heck? And Mr. Satan's like, oh, he's an alien who came to trade with me. He's my top pupil and everything. And he like he sends Boo away, and then he comes back in afterwards like, oh, I gotta go pee real quick. Be right back.
Powder my nose.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm sorry, Boo. I'll get you some food. Don't worry. And Boo's just like sitting there sulking like,
Yes, Angie.
They also had the dog on the couch, B, the dog, which Boo found in that arc where him and Satan were getting to know each other, and they got the dog, and Boo really liked the dog, so now the dog just lives in the Satan house.
Nice.
Gohan is getting a book from Videl. They're married now.
Yeah, wow.
And Videl keeps buying him books for his research and everything. Gohan's like, I really appreciate this, but like I can't really buy you anything. And she's like, that's cool, dude. It's fine.
You're my scholar arm candy.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah. That'd be
Um,
nice.
And then we see Goten and Trunks. They're chilling. Goten wants to get Videl a present, and they go off to go find a present. They go to a jewelry store, and they're like, these rocks are too tiny.
Small
We don't
rocks.
want these. They eventually find out about a hot spring that apparently makes old ladies' butts smooth. And they're like, oh heck yeah, let's go there and get some water from that. Where they fly around and they find a hot spring was filled with a bunch of old people, and they're like, that water's dirty. And then they go find some clean water, and they're like, yay. And then a big snake comes out, tries to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
They're like passing the water back and forth in this little black glass bottle. Goten wants to do the Kamehameha to the snake, and Trunks is like, whoa, hang on, that hot spring's nearby. We don't want to hurt people. And then Trunks just beats up the snake, and then they're fine. Everything's all good.
Snake's like, oh, I got beat up by a 6-year-old.
It's true. They head over to Gohan and Videl's place, and then they give her the present, and they're very proud of it. And she's like, "It's just water." And also, they're like, "We got you toilet water."
We got you toilet water.
Eau de toilette.
We got you toilet water was so funny.
And she puts the water on her face and is like, "Oh, I'm so smooth now." And they're like, "Yeah, we did it."
Yeah, she's like, it's just water. Yay.
And then we cut back to Goten and Goku at the farm fields. And
Talking about the big house.
yeah, Goku's like, you did a good thing today, kid. What's their house like? And he's like, it's big. And he's like, wow, that Mr. Satan's real cool for buying them and building that house for them. It's real nice of him. And then speaking of, here comes Mr. Satan in the Satan car.
The Satan mobile.
Yeah, he's like, Goku, hello.
What up, dude?
He's got a briefcase with him, and he's like, hey, did you hear the news? He's like, I don't watch TV, Goku says. And Mr. Satan's basically like, they gave me like a World Peace Award. I also gave me a lot of money for this. I don't really need money, so like, you want this money? It's 100 million zeni. And they're like, whoa. Goku's just like, how much is that? Is that more than 100,000? And he's like, Mr. Satan's like, it's like 1,000 times more than that. He's like, holy.
Whoa, math.
Goten's just like, hey, you should probably take that money because like mom will be happy and you could probably go train afterwards. And Goku's just like, oh,
The train, you say?
yes. So he accepts the money, and everyone's all happy. And Mr. Satan's like, "Hey, keep this on the down low. I got a reputation to uphold." And Goku's just like, "Yeah, dude, don't worry, it's cool. Don't worry, no problems here." And then they go home, and Chi-Chi's very excited about the money that now Goten can go to any school he wants, get any private tutor. They could basically live off this for a while. They're fine.
Yeah, they're totally fine for a long time.
Master Roshi tries to come in and wants to buy some Blu-rays of porn, and then he gets kicked out. Goku basically instant transmissions immediately after to go to train because he gets the okay. He's like, "All right, see you later."
Yeah, he immediately is like, all right, time to abandon my family. Goodbye.
And then we see at the end the Supreme Kai and the Elder Kai being like, another planet's been lost. Seems
that old man
bad.
is old as hell.
He is old. That's why he's the Elder Kai.
I know. He looks like he's on death's door.
He is old. Very old. So yeah, basically an episode we're kind of like, we're just,
Catching up
with everyone, most of the people. There's quite a few people we haven't gotten to catch up with. We see Piccolo once as he's watching over Gohan and Videl.
That is funny. He's just like the dramatic zoom and everything. I was like, whoa. The actual father is there supervising the newlyweds date.
We don't get to see Vegeta, but we will see him next episode.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's a very good episode.
So
yeah,
excited.
basically just catching up with everyone, and then we'll eventually get into the big stuff of this arc.
It's only confirming to me that Goku is one, an idiot, and two, a bad dad.
He's something.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
We got some notes here.
Hit
Here's
me
some
with the
differences
notes.
from the manga.
The manga.
Which they did a manga with this concurrently, I believe, with the anime, and then since the anime is stopped, the manga has kept going. So eventually, I guess if they want to continue Super, they can pull from the new stuff they've done for the manga and everything. Differences from the manga: Goku's image training of him fighting Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu isn't shown in the anime. I'm guessing that's probably when he was just training at the very beginning. Beerus destroys half of a planet because their food was too greasy. In the manga, he destroys the entire planet because they put poison into his food, which did not affect him.
Oh.
In addition to this, the aliens in the anime who served Beerus food resembled hogs. In the manga, they resembled centipedes.
Oh.
Ms. Pizza is Mr. Satan's limo driver in the anime, but in the manga, it is an unknown character. There's some different language dubbed stuff here, but we'll go into the trivia. The episode begins with footage from the Kid Buu saga and even plays the slow orchestrated version of Chala Head Chala, the Dragon Ball Z opening, that played during the episode recaps in Dragon Ball Z. However, the footage was actually recycled from Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Oh.
The giant snake that Goten and Trunks fight resembles the snake that appears in the Dragon Ball Z episode He's Always Late, which is the last Dragon Ball Z episode that happens before Dragon Ball Super.
Oh.
The official subtitles give the impression that the story starts months after the wish to erase the memories of Buu from the populace, when in reality years had passed, as Super starts 4 years after the events of Buu. So there you go.
Wow.
So yeah, it was interesting as well hearing the opening and ending in English, which I didn't know that they had done for this. It makes sense. Also, I think they are shortened versions of it, which I think they do for like when they put it on television, of course.
Right.
But I did not expect him to keep those in this version that we're watching. But yeah, it's Dragon Ball Super time. We're in it.
We're in it. We're starting. I can't wait to see Vegeta, my dude, my man.
Well, you're not gonna have to wait long.
I know.
Next time we'll be discussing episode number 2. It's called To the Promised Resort. Vegeta takes a family trip.
Hell yeah.
And if you've ever seen the photo of Vegeta, Bulma, and Trunks on a little tiny train ride, this is that episode.
Yay! I think this is how you actually told me this is what we were going to be watching.
Yes.
Was that picture.
I mean, it's very good.
It is very good.
So we'll see how Vegeta is handling
Family life.
a time of peace, family life, and being a family man.
Being a papa.
Yeah. So we'll deal with all of that next time. But if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalaniecheckup.com or SSC.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky Season, animecheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, a critical analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. So join us next time as the Briefs family takes a little vacation.
Little vacation.